What is up guys, this is Nikolai, also known as ItzNickers, and welcome to another Minecraft video. In this video, our goal is going to be try to finish off the roof of the train station, and maybe if we have time, try to finish out where the train is going to come in. So that's our main two goals in this, but without me talking more, let's just get straight into this, building the roof. So what we're going to start with is just take our stairs, take them across to about there for now, then just go ahead and take the stairs up by one, and we're going to use spruce wood stairs. I think if I can stop deleting all this, then we can just take this across to about there. That's fine for now, and then go ahead and just bump this up with stone bricks, bump it up to there, do that, and then just go ahead and do this, take it up. So basically just bump it up by 2 blocks until you reach the middle, which is gonna be one more time, I think. Maybe no, this is the middle, so just go ahead and take that up, and to end it up, just take it up by 2 full blocks like that. Now go down here on this side, go ahead and take these across. So go ahead and take this one over the edge, and I did it wrong over here, so go ahead and change that. It has to be a little bit more over the edge than I did, so just go ahead and do that, and place your stairs on top of these, and go ahead and delete this at the back. So there we go, and then just fill that in. And up here I did a mistake too, that's going to be the middle, so do that. So make sure it goes one over the edge, just like that. It's very important because this makes the house has a little bit more depth, if you know what I mean. It's like it makes the house have some shapes, so that's very important. So go ahead and just bump your roof up by 2 blocks until you reach the middle, which is gonna be now. So there we go. So that's it, that's what the roof should look like. So now what we're gonna do is just go over to the other side and go ahead and do the same thing. So go ahead and make sure you take it over the edge, so like this. Go ahead and take this up by 2, go ahead and do that, go ahead and take it up even more. So just keep bumping it up until you reach the middle. So that's round about the middle. I think it's a bit hard to see, but I guess that's the middle. So let's go ahead and take this across to there. Go ahead and make sure you take it over the edge, that's very important guys. So do that, bump it up by 2 now, so like this, and then just do that until you meet up with the top of this. So that should be now, and that's good. So now those two shapes there should be perfectly symmetrical, so that should be fine. Now over this side, this is a little bit harder simply because it's not as big as the other one. It's a little bit shorter, I think it's about 2 blocks shorter, simply because we only have 2 in between here. So it's gonna be a little bit, the shape is gonna be a little bit smaller, but I think we can fix that, or just live with that. It's not gonna make a big deal. It's not gonna make a huge difference in this house, so I think it's gonna survive. So just go ahead and take your stairs. Oh, come on, take your stairs like this. Take it up 2 blocks now. So like this. I know when I say 2 blocks, it's not really 2 blocks because it's a full block and then a stair, but that's kind of what it is. So it's basically just 2 blocks. So that should be pretty good, pretty much done. Now what I'm just gonna do in a quick time lapse, I'm just gonna take these stairs and down here and all this there, all the way across to the other side like this, all the way so it meets up with this shape perfectly. And now what I'm also going to do is I'm going to do this roof as well, and just make sure you take it all the way to where it meets the other roof, and then where it meets, just make it into a corner stair, and it should line up very, very nicely. So that's basically what I'm going to do in a quick time lapse, if I can get the time lapse to work. I'm not 100% sure, so maybe there's going to be a time lapse or maybe not, but let's just jump into this time lapse anyway. there we go guys, that's a very little quick time lapse, and we just finished up the roof here, so that is very nice. So what I think we're going to do now is we're just going to go here. So while we do this, I want to very quickly talk to you guys about the time lapse. That was a little special time lapse you saw there, because it was a single view time lapse, if you can say it like that. It was basically just me recording myself and then speeding up the video if you're a little bit there, but it's a little bit different than I normally do, because I normally just do the third person time lapses where you just see me from a distance. So tell me in the comments which of those two you like. You can also just tell me if you think I should mix it up a little bit just to make it a little bit different. So sometimes I do the third person time lapse and sometimes I do the single view or first person shooter or whatever time lapses. Just tell me in the comments whatever you prefer. So just go ahead and do that. So now, away from that time lapse topic, I'm just gonna explain a little bit what I'm doing here. So what I'm basically doing is just I'm following the shape what we did down here with the detail in the wall. I'm just doing it up here, but as you can see right here, because there's a stair at the back here, we are not able to place in the glass paints there, so we're just gonna place a full block right there. But that's gonna be perfectly fine, so that's not a problem for us. So now just go ahead and do it over here on the other side. Go ahead and take up this middle pillar just here all the way until it meets up with the top there on the roof. Perfect. And then just go ahead and do this and do this. So that's gonna be good. Now take this pillar across there as well. Boom, and go ahead and take your wall up just about there. I know it's pretty hard, and the shape, it's not going to be perfect as it is down here, but you know, it just has to be you just do it as good as you can. So do this, do these little pillars down there. Go ahead and grab your fences, place 2 fences there. You'll grab your slabs, place them as bottom slabs, and then on top of that, go ahead and place your regular stairs. Then your full black stained glass. That's a bit hard to say, but full black stained glass in there, and then on top here to fill in the gap, just place the wall there. So that should be pretty good. Of course, you can go ahead and put in a support pillar there. Make sure it goes over the edge. So let's just create a hole here so we can get into the house. Go ahead and fill up this hole again if we can do that. And now it might be a little bit dark for you guys, but what I'm basically just doing is I'm just taking a pillar, basically a support pillar all the way through the house. I really like that design. It really makes something, it makes it look a little bit more medieval, I think. So that's what we're gonna do there. So that is pretty much done. Now we just have to fill in this little bit, and the roof is pretty much done. And I think the next project after we have done this is going to be doing where the train is going to be. So that's going to be fine. I hope we can get that done in this episode. But if we can't, then we just have to do it in the next ones. But I hope we can. So let's try to make that happen. So let's work a little bit faster here if we can. So how do we do this? We can just go ahead and do these here, and then the slab just placed there. That's going to be fine. I know it's not going to be totally symmetrical down here, but that's going to do for now. Then we can just go ahead and take this like that as well. So we're going to do some more decorating, adding some windows to this, but I want to do this where the train is going to come in first, because I want to do a clock tower up the top there. And it's a little bit hard if there's windows in the way, so that's why we're going to do this first. So with this, I want to make like a half a circle shape, if you know what I mean when I say half a circle. I want to make a little bit like a oval shape or something like that. It's gonna if I can get this, if I can do this, so I can show you guys what I mean. So just basically do what I do, and then just line up this pillar. So that pillar is going to be there, so I think that's going to be there. Go ahead and do this. Take it down. The down is a little bit harder than the up, but that's okay. We can live with that. So that's going to line up with that. So that's going to be perfectly symmetrical. No, it's not. We made a mistake right there. Boom, do that, and then move this pillar over a little bit. So go ahead and do this. Oh, it's gonna be one down, and move this pillar then. So that's gonna be very nice. Then just go ahead and take this pillar. So 1 2 3 4 1 2. Yep, that's gonna be fine. So this is basically the oval shape I was talking about, and this is where the train is gonna come in. So that's gonna be very nice. So what we're gonna do is just basically do the same shape over here, so on this pillar as well. And this is again supposed to look like it's like support. So it's like supporting the roof so it doesn't fall down. But I know it's not. It can hold it up by itself, but you have to make these built look real, then do that. So go ahead and create the pillar now. So we go up, so line it up, and then just go ahead and take this up. So take that up and this up, and then just do this until you get to that where it has to be a double one. That should line up. So we have 2 done now. We just have 2 more to go. So 2 more half circle shapes, if you can say it like that. I don't really know. It's kind of a half circle. So I think it's a half circle. Yeah, it's not really a perfect circle, but it looks pretty good, I guess. Once we get the spruce wood on top, it's gonna look absolutely amazing. So just wait and see, guys, wait and see. Now just go ahead and place the pillar here. So line it up with that pillar. That should be good there, and then just go ahead and take it up. 4 up, so 4 single blocks up, and then it goes into the double one there, and then another double, and then it's at the top basically. Then to skip 3 blocks here again and line it up with that pillar over there. Create another pillar and just go ahead and take up these 4 blocks in a row. So there, and then the double one, and then the double one again, and it's at the top right there. And then just go ahead and do it over here. Go ahead and take up your oval shape. So 4 blocks again. This is the last time we're gonna do this half circle. Then it's gonna be a double one again, and that should be done. So there we go. Maybe we might do one in the middle, I don't know, but for now we're just gonna leave that now. Now what we're gonna do is just fill this in, fill the whole thing in here. Gonna be perfect like that. Go ahead and fill it in. So like this, and I think I'm gonna do this by hand simply because I don't want too many time lapses in one video. I want to do some building on camera as well, so that's why we're gonna do this, even though it might be a little bit boring to watch, but we're gonna do it anyway, just so you guys can follow up. And I hope I don't do this too fast for you guys, so you guys can keep up. And as long as you guys learn something, I'm happy. So just pick up any cool things you see I do in this. Maybe you like something about what I did with the roof, I don't know, and then just try to make it into your own buildings, and then just come up with your own stuff, guys. So that's the whole point why I'm doing this, just to give you guys some inspiration, some good ideas, and just to get you guys to really get crafty, and then just come up with some really nice buildings. So we're nearly done here. We are about to finish up the middle part here. We are about to be done, and we are done now. We just need the last little bit here, and we are done filling in all these planks here. If some of my viewers out there is building this whole train station in survival mode, I am gonna say you guys are amazing. So if someone is gonna do this in survival, I'm gonna say holy crap, you have a lot of time. I wouldn't have all this time. If I had to gather up all these materials, I have to go and get all the materials for this building. It will take a week to go and get all these. Just look at all these anvils. Look how much iron you would need to do this. But now we're doing it in creative, so we have a lot of resources. We have basically infinite resources, so we're not gonna think about that. But what I'm doing right here, I'm just basically creating some more depth to the roof, just so it's not so flat. I've seen this design on a lot of other buildings, so I think this is gonna fit very nicely here, since we already have the wood sticking out a little bit, or just being like that. So I think that's gonna be good. I think I might be able to make one in the middle, just to make it not so flat there in the middle as well. So let's go ahead and do that. So take it all the way down like that. So if you guys don't know what this design is, it's basically where you just take those blocks up, so you make them stick one out at the roof, and then you go in and you grab your cobblestone walls and then just place them on top of that, and that's gonna make a really nice medieval look. It just really adds, for some reason it just adds a lot to this place. So I really like that design, so you guys should really add that in. You can use it on small buildings as well, like small houses as well. Just make your logs stick out a little bit, and that's really gonna, it's some really nice detail. And the reason why I'm not doing it up there is because I'm gonna do windows here, and it will look really weird if this shed here, or this little thing that's over this little where the train is gonna be, it will look really weird if it had window in there, because there's not gonna be like, it's not gonna be like a house. It's just gonna be like a little place where the train is going to be, and where people can walk on without getting too much rain on them if it's raining. So that's what this is basically going to look like. Just look at this, guys. Look how good this looks. It looks really good. So what we're just going to add very quickly before we move on to the next step is going to add some leaves to this place. And what I've learned with this thing is you cannot place them just random, just anywhere like this. It's gonna look very weird. So what the new thing is you make like a vine. So what I mean by a vine is you connect the leaves together. So you do this, I'll just show you here. So the leaf is like connecting, it's like a vine connecting like that. It's like running down to the roof, and that's really gonna look very nice once we have placed in all of these. You don't have to make it all straight, and try not to make it too similar to the other side. So just like this, just a few places, just some random stuff. It's again, you do it random, but it has to be connected. So maybe over there a little bit, and maybe down the middle, and then end it over there, and then take this down a little bit. So like that. Maybe not, take it to this side, just so it's not so similar to the other side there. Go ahead and do that. We can do that. So that's fine. Then start it right about there. Go ahead and make this vine here. And once you're done, just be prepared to see this. This is gonna be absolutely beautiful once you look at this. Just wait until I finished. Wait a second. Just a little bit more over here. And we are done placing in these leaves for now. So do that. Oh, I deleted something by accident. That wasn't on purpose. So go ahead and do this. Take it down on this side and do this. Take it all the way down to there, and maybe make a little overhang, maybe 3 blocks, just to make it a little bit different from over there. So that looks very nice. Just look at it. Take a look at this from a distance. Holy guacamole! Look at this. This looks absolutely beautiful. It looks really good. So that's gonna be very nice now. So now what I think we're gonna do is we're gonna do exactly the same little spikes there on this roof. Again, simply because we're not gonna add windows in this roof, simply because it's just a little shed, or it's just a little overhang where people can sit underneath and enjoy their life. So just line it up with that one there. Go ahead and make that so we can place in the pillow or the log there. So make them stick out a little bit, just like this, and a few more to go, 2 more rows to go, and it should be all finished, done and dusted. So that should be very nice. So a little bit more, and 1 more out here, and connect that and take it down. Then go ahead and take a cobblestone wall and place them going down there. Can we place it? Is it gonna look good? Let's just place it there and place it on there as well. Across all the way down there as well. Up the top, down. So these, just place them in basically on top of the pillars there. Just a few more and we are done. So there we go, and one on top of that. So that looks good. Now just one little thing more is we're just gonna add leaves on this as well, just to make it look the same as what we did with this shed here, or this little overhang, or like that. So do that and place some leaves maybe on top of there, up, and don't do that, just delete that one. Delete the slab on top there so you can place this in. You can also place them down in the floor like that. It's gonna look nice too. But you can also just place them on top of the stair. You don't have to delete it if you don't like to do that. So just do whatever you think looks good, whatever you like, whatever you think's good. So if you have like an opinion about this, just do your opinion. I don't really mind. You can do whatever you want. So just look at this. Look how good this looks. And just imagine when we've done this roof again, or done this roof as well. Just imagine how good this looks. But I think I'm just gonna have a little break. So a little break, and I'll be right back with you guys. Okay, so there we go. I'm back from my little break there. I just had really sore hands, so I had to stop recording for a little bit there. So I had a break. So now I'm ready to record again. So what I think the next step is going to be, it's either going to be building the rails down here. I think we're going to do that. So go ahead and build the rails. So what we're going to do is we're going to find the middle. We do that by taking these down, these pillars down there, so we know that block is the middle. So delete this again, do it over here, just so we place the rail right in the middle, so we know that block is in the middle. So it's gonna have 3 blocks in between, and then what we're gonna do is basically just take a log that's laying on the ground, and we are basically just gonna take that all the way across in however long you want your rail to go. I want mine to go about there because the village is there, so I don't really want to interfere with any of that. So just go ahead and take it all the way back. So make it as however long you want it, as I said. So just take it like this, take it a little bit more out this way. I want it to be pretty long because I think I might be able to make a train, but I think that's for a future episode. I don't really know yet. So I think it's going to be fairly long because the train is going to be fairly long. So that's really going to add something to this train station if it has trains. So that's very, very nice. So there we go. And now what we're going to do is we're going to go in and find our spruce wood slabs here. Spruce wood slabs like this, and then just go ahead and place slabs going all the way across like this. So basically just this. And what we're going to do here is in the middle here, we're just going to take the up like this. And you see that on old rails. If you look at old rails, they normally have something in the middle there, or they either have it in the middle of the rail, or they have it on top of the train. They have this little wire or whatever. I know all steam trains might never have this wire on top, but you know they normally have this thing in the middle here. So that's why we're gonna add it and really add something to these rails. So that's what we're gonna add it. So we're gonna do this. So basically just take it all the way across. I could skip this, could do a little speed up here, but I don't think we're gonna be able to. We're nearly there anyway. No, we're not. We're not even halfway, but it's not gonna take that long. And then we go, me and you can have a little talk together. So while we do this, I think, we need to light up this place a little bit. It's a little bit dark in here, so that's a little bit what we're gonna do next. It's good also always to know what you're gonna do next, so that's very nice. So now we have another project to work on. Oh, as I was talking about before, we might be able to make a clock tower in this episode. I don't know, or maybe it's gonna be for another episode. I don't know yet. It really depends on how much time we have left. I don't really want my episodes to be longer than 30 minutes because I've seen I know you guys don't really want to watch like an hour long video or something, and I've seen tutorials on YouTube that's like 2 hours long, and I don't really want to do that. So I want to keep it in short episodes that you guys can quickly go and watch, even though 30 minutes is not that short. But you know, it's always good to have short videos, so that's why we are going to try to keep them under 30 minutes. So it depends on how much time we have left if we get to do the clock tower. And you know, all old train stations really have clock towers. If you look at them, they have this huge clock that people can look at. So that's what we're going to add again to our train station, simply because all train stations have it. So of course our train station needed to have it as well. So that's coming up in another episode, I think, or maybe in this episode if we have time. So if you guys are lucky, we might add it in, or maybe in the next episode. I don't really know. So now we're just going to do exactly the same as we did on top here. So do basically exactly the same with these things, or maybe not add these things. So don't add the what is it called, cobblestone walls here. Don't add them, that's gonna look very weird. So add them on top, but don't at the bottom, but just add these like support pillars there. That's again for support. It looks like it's holding up the whole roof, even though it's not, but it's all for the look, guys. So that's what we're gonna do. So just go ahead and do this. Make mines, make sure they're connected. Do it here as well. We could do one in the middle like we did on the top there. We did one in the middle as well, just to make it not look so plain there in the middle, just like this. Take it all the way down there, and the reason why I didn't make a pillar here is we can add that in, is simply because the door is going to be here. So I want people to be easy, I want it to be easy access to get out to the train. So that's why we didn't put any pillar there. So just go ahead and make these mines here exactly as we did with the top. And this is really going to look amazing again. So once you add leaves to your place, it's really going to add something to the place. It's really going to make it look alive, like someone has used it. I know some people might not like adding leaves because it makes the building look old, even though we just built the house. So, but it really adds. Just look at this. Look at that. And with some lighting, if we go ahead and place in some lighting, so we can go ahead and grab some glowstone here. So maybe on top of the, no, we can't. So on top of a leaf, just do that, and then place this in, and that's gonna add a little bit of lighting there. We don't want too much lighting. Maybe one over here. So find a place where there's a leaf. There's a leaf right there on top. So do it. Find a place where there's a leaf on top, so we can't see it on top either, and we can't see it on the bottom, but we get that natural light feeling of this place. So that's very nice. So we can place another glowstone right there, and I think that's it for the lighting. We get that very nice looking feel of the lighting. So we can also go ahead and that's gonna look weird just because I wanted some lighting, but we can add some lighting down here, and then add some leaves going across there, maybe only 2, and we can add another glowstone there, take it up to about there, maybe just add a little bit more leaves there. Get some lighting flowing, but you don't want too much lighting. You also want a little bit of shadows, so maybe this is a little bit too much lighting. Yeah, so what we can do is just place logs underneath them. So go ahead and do it over here, so 2 logs, and then that, just to make the leaves not despawn. So just go ahead and do that, and of course you can also place it around here, a few around here, just like that, for some basic lighting. So I think, let me just go and pause this video, and I'll check the time and see if we have time to build a clock tower. So I'll be right back. So unfortunately guys, I don't think we have time to build the clock tower up here, simply because it's one of the main parts in this building and I want it to be absolutely perfect. So it's going to be a huge project, and I think we're going to do it in the next episode. But we still have a little bit of time in this episode, and I thought we'll just go ahead and build a little shop right outside here. I think a shop out right here, where in this place, is gonna look absolutely beautiful. So that's what we're gonna do. So we're just gonna go ahead and build a very simple design here. So what I'm basically just doing is just creating some pillars right here. And then I'm just going ahead and creating some pillars with different colors, so we have this stripy shape, if you can say it like that. So that's going to look very, very nice indeed. So what we're going to do is just go ahead and grab spruce wood, I think, and then just go ahead and make a little counter here. Go ahead and find your fence gate. Fences, we're gonna grab them there. Go ahead and create this little support here that's supporting up this overhang here. Now what we're gonna go ahead and do is take our what is it called, item frames, and then just place them in a cross shape like that with redstone in the middle. And then just take our normal pistons or regular piston, place one on the top and one down the bottom, and then just go ahead and place your lever on one side, and if I have my trapdoor, I do, then one over here. So that should be pretty good. Now just go ahead and grab your chest right here, your normal chest, not your trap chest. So go ahead and do this and this, so on both sides. And now what we're just gonna go ahead and do as a last little feature here, just go ahead and do that, and then just place some redstone on the ground here, just basically everywhere, just to make it look like this guy is actually selling redstone. So that should be good. Just one little extra thing here, go ahead and type redstone shop there, so that looks absolutely beautiful there. So I think this is pretty much time up for this episode. So I know this episode might be a little bit long, but I hope it wasn't too bad. And if you guys learned something, please hit that like button and subscribe for more awesome content. This has been ItzNickers, and I'm out. I'll see you later, guys. Take care.